God, I feel like I've been like saying this like, you know, about 2 to 3 like, or at least like a couple of times. I think like my marker would be like at 12. So we were just like talking about Super Sentai, talk about Gojuger. We finished a whole bunch of like material that I got to like work on. I want to like do this, and this was like a stored away like closet thing long time ago, and it's that one of my boys, Team Pori, on stream, tpori29_, sent me this long time ago about you, Super Sentai, and all these like blank holes, your favorite things in Super Sentai. Sentai is like coming to an end, right? I was originally like hesitant to like, you know, not do this because of like the time allotted to me, but let's like, you know, do this, right? Let's just like grab like material about favorite Super Sentai and like post them like over here, you know? Yeah, let's do that, Chad. We did a couple of like these before. I think we did like one on stream, and that was like the Avatar roster predictions. Let's start with like favorite like series. King Oger would be like one of my favorite series. It's a tie between Dawn Brothers and Gokaiger and King Oger. And there's also like Tokyuger that's also like there, but I want to say like my favorite series, right? I watched that series like 2 times like recently, but I just always have like a blast just like watching it. You know, I love like the characters, I love like, you know, the universe, right? Even like their crossover episode, you know, that shit was awesome. I mean, like Dawn Brothers is like cool, but I'm like thinking about it now, you know, like wow, Dawn Brothers is kind of like lit. But it does get like weird and crazy, though. It's not very concise. It's a Toshiki Inoue type of like craft. Like it doesn't follow like a linear pace. Favorite like team? I think I know what my favorite team is. And I think that's like what was it? An obvious fucking answer. Gokaiger. It's like a scum answer, I will admit it. It is a very like scummy ass scum answer to it, because it's like everybody's favorite series, show, whatever, right? Is like Gokaiger. Favorite like movie? The Kyoryuger Gaburinchu of music. Yeah, this is the one where it had like the idol like in this movie, but it also had like the like your not Psycho Ranger. Like what was it called? Death Ryuger. Cool ass name. His like Megazord is like a Spinosaurus. Really sick movie. I dug it. Favorite episode? Now that's going in the nitty gritty parts. Damn, what's like a good episode? I don't want to include Gokaiger because I'm setting that rule upon myself. No Gokaiger shit unless it's like maybe like 1 or 2. Oh, I think it was Ryu Soldier. Like the ending episode. Yeah, ending episode, so it gets like that little scummery answer, but I love the fact of Ryu Soldier is like all the main villains are like done except for one, which is like the final like boss, the Red Ranger like dies right in front of like, you know, the gang, and the gang like, you know, has this like, you know, final resolve to kill the final boss, right? End this once and for all. And the theme plays like, bro, I posted that shit, like I was like quote tweeting somebody, like, what's your favorite scene in a Super Sentai show? I think it was that, you know? I love that. Favorite leader? Well, this would be kind of like scum it out, right? I'll have like a Gokaiger, what was it? I'll have a Gokaiger exception. Captain Marvelous. I love this bitch though. Right, this is like the G right here. He is like a pirate captain though, but the fact that he has like so much fucking swagger, right? He is the captain of the Gokaiger Pirates, right? Even though he's like very erratic, he's very like you know, show-offy, but that's like his charm. He's a pirate captain that like takes care of his crew. I definitely love Captain Marvelous. There was like some mentions that I had like in my head, but Captain Marvelous is definitely like up there. Favorite power-up. Ooh. I was thinking of like King Oger's like what was it? The gold form. But it's like gold, like Dawn Brother, like when I think of like the previous season, like Dawn Brothers, they also had like a gold form, so it's not like that crazy hot. I think I'll go with this one, which is these sons of bitches, the fucking jackets. At first I saw these like jackets, I'm like, what the fuck are like doing? Are these like varsity fucking jackets like doing here? These like winter ass jackets, but no, they're actually the most banger fucking things there ever was. Sentai has always done like, you know, metallic or like, you know, armor like uniforms and stuff like that. You never see like something as low barrel as jackets before, but yo, Boom Boomcher got it fucking nice with those jackets, man. When you get the champion form and then these idiots swag on like their jackets, like, oh yeah. And each like button on the jacket is like a specific like power up, like, oh bro, yeah, that's like my favorite power up. I think about it a little bit more and more, and like, oh yeah. Favorite monster, I was gonna think of like Michael Jackson in Super Sentai. If you know, you know. What's like a good monster in fucking Super Sentai, dogs? Like, goddamn. I guess like I'll just pick like a no one. I think the one that like got me to like really like laugh out loud was yeah. Looking at it again. I'm looking at this shit again. Oh my god, I look at this shit again. Yeah, this bitch. The fucker no one that looks like a Saudi Arabian like chief. Oh my god, bro. The money no one. This bitch looks like fucking a Saudi Arabian man mixed with like a fucking turban. Mega moolah. Oh god, that's so funny. I still laugh at this to this day. Like, yo, my boy, what's going on with Super Sentai, dog? What's with this cultural bullshit over here, huh? Huh? Unapologetically, like Saudi Arabian. Someone from like Dubai or some shit. And even the episode, they go to Dubai. Favorite mentor? Oh, Kyoryuger. Wise Bird Torin. Yeah, he was cool. I liked him. And then he later becomes like a Power Ranger. Or sorry, a Super Sentai member. He becomes a Kyoryuger. Torinity Straito. Yes. Series you like, but people dislike it. Oh, I got an answer for that one. Is this one, Lupot. I don't understand what's people's like problems with Lupot. I thought it was like really cool. The cops and robbers aspect of Lupot. I saw a lot of people didn't like this show, right? Which is like very like weird. I don't know why you don't like this. I guess maybe like it was too like, I don't know if I want to use hammy. I'll have to like look that up. What's a series that I disliked but everybody else liked? Oh, this one I didn't like. It's like Lupot, where I didn't get what people's like fascination for Kira Major was. Maybe it's like characters or like, you know, the simplicity of it. I was more bothered of Kira Major about like the character specifically. I think it was like Juru Atsuta, chosen one child that has the ability to draw whatever he like thinks of. I wanted like an episode where like there was like a tie about his like notebook, like his parents, his lineage, like how did this bitch come to existence, you know? And they just never like addressed that. It was like, it was okay. Overall, the show was okay, but not my favorite. Favorite battleizer. This could also be like a Sixth Ranger stuff too. I don't know if Sentai has a lot of like Sixth Ranger battleizers. If we want to talk about Power Rangers battleizers, bro, fucking Shane's power up from Ninja Storm, yo, that's some goated shit, dog. Yeah, Max Russo Red. It's like the more like I think about like this form is like, yeah, it's a really unique battleizer because you never see like a claw weapon or things like that outside of like maybe like Geki Ranger. It was like it came after like the death of his like friend Nada, after what was it, Gaisog, you know, died by like a an assassin, it has more meaning, it has more weight to it. A favorite like opening? Oof, man, okay. I would say Dawn Brothers. A lot of like the voice actors give it like their oomph to it, you know? But Dawn Brothers is like opening is like relatively like soft, you know? Like it's like, it doesn't have like high pitch or anything like that. Like it just feels like it's unique compared to like some of the other openings that we know of for Super Sentai. Favorite main villain? Are we talking like main villain, or there could be like other like side villains that could be considered like main, you know? Because I want to say Fire Candle though. I love Fire Candle, but I think like, what was it? Shinkenger got like the baddest motherfucker there is, right? Is literally like a skeleton samurai, you know, some shit like that. Who was it? Fuwa Juzo. Right, he was so fucking cool. But Fire Candle is like definitely like up there. Oh, Guy Sog is up there, but it's kind of like weird because like Guy Sog is from Ryu Soldier is like a floating like apparition, like possesses people, right? It's like a living like armor, you know? It's not like, you know, a whole person like Fuwa Juzo is or Fire Candle is, you know? Like it just inhabits souls. Nada was like a villain because it was under the influence of the Guy Sog armor, but it was not really, you know? Oh, yeah, I mean, okay, I'll cheat myself with Gokaiger. I'll cheat myself. I'll go against my word. I'm sorry, chat, but this guy was so, like, memorable. Basco! He was just, like, this, like, evil pirate that will be willing to, like, sacrifice anything for, like, you know, his own personal, greed, right? I love, like, this bitch. This fur coat, and he gets this, like, his power-up that's even more, like, powerful than what he already is. And he's the one that introduced, like, you could summon, like, rangers from, like, a fucking, like, trumpet, you know? You know, like, that shit is awesome, though. Oh, sorry, this fucking, main villain is awesome. I loved him. Now, favorite Zords? Ooh, favorite Zords. What would be, like, favorite Zords? We are not going to include, Zyuohger because they're literally just cubes. Nor am I going to include Tokyuger because they're literally just trains. They're the dumbest looking forms. Q-Ranger, no, because they're also just like orbs. Which of the Sentai swords like stand out to me though? I guess like some of like the oldies, you know? I want to say Magi Ranger. Let me get like the Zords for Magi Ranger. I love those guys. All of like the family in Magi Ranger, they're brothers and sisters, but they turn into like mythical creatures, right? And it's not like the generic Zord combinations where like, you know, they become like, you know, one is like an arm, one is like a leg or things like that, you know, nothing too generic like that. No, they're actual like entities and they have like different key like Megazord body parts. I love like the Magi Phoenix, Taurus, Mermaid, Garuda. Yeah, those are all fucking dope, man. Megazord combination. Favorite Megazord combination? Oh, Dawn Brothers. Yeah, the Toradora Oni Taijin is like a big like soft spot for me because it's a little bit of like my bias. It is the first official IRL Zord, Sentai Zord, that I've ever like got outside of like Power Rangers Megazords, you know? Like this is the one that like I bought with like my own money. I got this from like Amazon, and this will always be like a treasured piece of like my memory, you know? I love like the Oni Taijin. The dual swords, like the unique combination with like the shoulders and like, you know, the wings, you know, things like that. And of course, they're all like, you know, piloting the Zords, but not like piloting. Rather, they are the Zords, you know? Favorite command center? Favorite like command center? That would be like their hub, their area, where they go to like and chill and reconvene and things like that. This one, Shugodam. Because like King Oger, you know, I love like that series, and how it makes it like so impressive is because of all the dynamic CG sets that it incorporates in the show. Like, entirely most of the show is like, you know, CG incorporated because they want to sell you the fantastical like environments that they got going on in King Oger, from Shugodam to Enkosopa to Gokhan, right, to even like the land in between where Jeremy Braccieri is at. Like, I liked it, bro. Or like the King's Palace for Kuwagata Oger's like crib is at. You know? Favorite side villain? Oh man, you know who it is, boys. I was gushing about him in the Gojuger review. I'm putting this bitch in now. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, that's my G. He's just like a homie, bro. Like, I love him. I love his ecstatic faces. I love his power-ups that he gets throughout like the show. I love his resolve and his conflict with Hoeru, right? Things like that. Like, damn, man, this guy's awesome. This guy's awesome, bro. I love Fire Candle. I wanna like, you know, I wanted to like see more of him though, right? I want there to be like a Fire Candle like special about him, where he becomes like a Gojuger, you know? That would be really sick. Favorite crossover and team up. Okay, so this is gonna be like, you know, Rangers like meeting past Rangers or other like, you know, Rangers or things like that, right? The crossover between Boom Boomcher and King Oger. After like much thought, I thought about it. It's like, I think about like the character dynamics and the action scenes too. Like, motherfucker rolls in on like a goddamn convertible. Taya handles like a car, you know? So I give it like mad props to it. Favorite side character: the conductor, Tokyuger, and his puppet in his hand, Ticket. Semantics, because you'll be like saying, oh, that's 2 in 1 because Ticket is his own like person. I'm like, it's like, yeah, sure, but I count them out as like both. Like, I was gonna draw in like a parallel of like, y'all ever know like Jeff Dunham, right? The American ventriloquist comedian. It's not like, you know, Jeff Dunham levels, like he pulls out like Walter or Ahmed or like that one goofy motherfucker with like the purple hair, you know? He has like multiple best friends in his like goddamn like suitcase that he brings out, and they are like, you see them actually as like their own entities, like in the Jeff Dunham like TV specials, right? Whereas like Conductor and Ticket are like, you know, they're always together, they're always hand in hand. Like, you definitely see the Conductor's hand up inside Ticket's like cooch and controlling him. Like, they're always like together, so they are in a way like the same. Of course, different like personalities because ventriloquists like shit like that, but it's not like you actually physically see them in one episode where they are apart. Raito takes out Ticket at multiple instances to prove that it's like, hey, it's just a puppet like inside like a hand, right? That's like the joke. But it's not Jeff Dunham levels of like where the puppets can have sentience outside of the puppeteer's hand. You know, at least like on a surface level TV version. Least favorite character. Oh, this is least? I think any of the crew at like Go Busters, right? Like, what was it? Their HQ? I forgot, like, what were they like called? Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. EMC, Emergency Management Center, right? Like those fuckers. I thought they were so annoying. Like, just like I get it. Ghostbusters are like, you know, what was it? The secret agent Sentai, things like that. And they have like an operating like commander at like at the behind the scenes, you know? I'll just put like their base. I wish I could get like the photo of all 3 of those bastards, but I just never found them like charming. Predictable, stale. Pieces of like white bread, you know? What's the difference between 6 Ranger and Extra Ranger? Like, is there like a difference? I did not know. I thought it was always like 6 Ranger. Why is that there? Like, who's part of the group, or like, you know, who's like an extra member maybe? You know? Tokyu Rokugo. it's a very close candidate, right? I'm thinking about him. Favorite 6 would be, ooh, fucking Zox Gold Tweaker. I definitely liked him. Yeah, Akira Nichino, right? I like this boy. Lone like Shadow Line member, but learns the discovery of being with the kids, the little tykes, right? And discovers like friendship. And it's not always about like, you know, existential like loneliness or some shit like that, you know. I like Akira. I definitely love like this like character, like his like transformation, you know, stuff like that. He's definitely like one of my favorites. Extra Ranger would be, where's that bitch? Don Murasame. Yeah, I like Don Murasame when he like came out. And I definitely dug like the appeal of him. Like he was just this little boy. He doesn't have like a transformation per se, but it's weird because Dawn Brothers was just like all over the place. There was no like linear narration or narrative. It was just like telling like these different like stories, while there was this like lore about the other like technically like virtual world of like, you know, Oni and stuff like that, and some crazy shit. It's been a long time, but Dawn Brothers introduced like Don Murasame being like this like, you know, assassin type of like character, but then later discovers like humanity, doesn't have to follow his like mom's orders a lot of the time, and is living like his life in his own accord. Even has like a special bond with like Don Toramoto Jin, the dragon tiger fucker. You know, that was gonna like lead somewhere, but eventually I feel like it didn't, because it was focusing so many like other things. But I definitely dug Don Murasame, and he gets like a power up in a future version with like just more tattoos and decals to him. Favorite morphers? Oh, I got one. This is like just easy for me. I like the shit out of this weapon. I still play with this to this morpher. I still play with it to this day. Yeah, the Oger Caliber, right? I love this weapon. It's just a kit bash. It's just like a rehash of the Kamen Rider Saber Sword from years like before. But I like this weapon. It's like a sword of like King Seal approval type shit. And the functionality, it's like it's a bop it sword. You know, like bop it, twist it, that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I like the Oger Caliber, right? It was really cool. It was really funky. I liked it. Favorite Ranger's weapon? Oh, that's tough. I mean, there are a whole lot of like other weapons that I could have like picked for Ranger weapons, but I think like when I think about Ranger weapons, it's something like, you know, generic. Right, something like OG like Power Rangers, like the power weapons, they built like a bigger weapon. And even like here, this is like builds into like a bazooka or some shit like that, you know? So it definitely has that clause. It's not just like a finisher, it's like a creative imagination finisher. You create what you want to finish the opponent with. It could be like serious, or it could be something really like hokey, you know? Right? I like this weapon because it sparks the imagination of said show Tokyuger from the little kid, from those little kid like Rangers, you know? They're beating your ass down with, you know, power of thought, right? And their weapons are also cool too, from hammer to like axe to sword to claw to blaster, right? Things like that. I liked it. Other weapons that like I thought of, right? Like it just didn't like hit as much. Like just very generic, I feel. This is my about me of Super Sentai, right? It kind of like goes to show that I'm like very like new age. I mean, I have like Gokaiger because Gokaiger is like an easy pick, but I do have experience of other like older Sentai, right? It's just like these ones that like I picked, minus like maybe least favorite side character shit type ish, but it's whatever like attracts to me, right? And what I liked was like some of like kind of like the modern stuff, you know, where they were like very ballsy, taking like adventurous like risks, you know, with Sentai, and I dig that, and I dig them for that. Just that we're not gonna see them ever again. We're not gonna see that shit ever again. Sentai is donezo, it's over. It's never seeing the light of day ever again until it comes back. Until it maybe like comes back. Not like the night of day, but the light of day, but like, you know, you know what I mean. It's going on a hiatus, but when will it return? Who knows? Maybe 5 or 10 years when it gets like a proper footholding again, you know? But yeah, this is my Super Sentai page.